The game. Arcade people.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man, here it is.
Well, now all the
People with the things and stuff.
people doing that stuff with those things, yeah. And that guy.
Hey, some encounter power.
Okay.
Artemis is,
Oh yeah.
it's
That
at
look-
will.
You can Artemis whenever you want. Every round, every 6 seconds.
Mhm.
Yeah, he probably would.
That's the thing, these dang kids in their 5th edition won't get those old references anymore.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
I don't
Yeah.
feel sorry for them. They missed a multi-edition.
Yeah.
If they could have gotten it on computer, it would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, well that guy, you know, shooting himself and killing his wife, not in that order, of course. Well, if you know, he was the one doing all the computerized stuff, and when that happened, it just like totally screwed that edition. Yeah, and it never
They
felt
find more
complete.
peoples?
They've
Huh?
already
We'll get new peoples.
Well,
already screwed the 5th edition with that. Like, they had to cancel a bunch of their...
oh yeah, well that was
tools, 'cause
tabletop for them, you know, from Trapdoor. That Watts has been pulling a lot of people in for, or Hasbro's been pulling a lot of people in for the computer stuff. So got to the point where they were wanting more for it than they could do it in house, you know. So, but they're planning on doing an independent Kickstarter edition with not being tied into any specific edition. Yeah, you know, we all know that Kickstarter's the way to go. Like the guy that only wanted to do box sets, ran into a guy that only wanted to do box sets because people pirate PDFs, and he only wanted to pay $800 to design the edition and do nothing but box sets. And it's just like I sent back a thing going, sir, you need the 80s called and they like that business model. What do you know? It's like,
I mean...
yeah.
You could buy a PDF of my rule book. You still can't build
Yeah.
a game until you print everything else out.
Right,
Good luck.
right, yeah.
I mean...
If you want to do it, more power
I
to
look
you.
at it,
Yeah.
I mean...
Well, it's the $800 for the guy to do all the design work, get all the artists, pull everything together, you know, straight from a novel, and it's just like, oh, okay, yeah, just charge him the $800 and tell him it can't be done. Thank you very much.
I don't know. I look at it like, if you can pirate my PDF, you go right ahead.
You go
pirate
right
my
ahead.
PDF.
Yeah, because you put out more stuff.
Chances are you're going to want more stuff.
Yeah, and that's the
Chances
thing.
are that if you're that invested that you want to give it
Yeah.
to all your friends and the like,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
someone's going to buy that from
Oh,
you.
eventually, yeah.
And it costs me jack shit to host
Or
my
the
PDF on Drive.
That's right. Yeah, I know, and that's the thing. Like I was talking with Jim Pinto, and did did some marketing stuff for him that he didn't feel he needed. But it was 3 lines of marketing stuff,
Yeah.
you know, where it was like, okay, your entry point's low, it costs you nothing to do this, and you do 10 of them, 7 of them aren't going to sell, but the 3 that do, give them enough time, you'll do enough traction. And then like 30 minutes later, he had all this stuff up for it, and it's just like, oh, okay. Well, I don't want you to do any marketing stuff, Tim. It's just like, well, yeah, that's marketing stuff there. I tricked them by calling it sales. And, you know, if I come up to the guys who go, oh, well, I'd like to really market your product. Oh, we don't really need that. We do that in-house. And, you know, I take but I come up and say, man, I want to sell your product. And then, buddy, I've got them. Yeah, their perks picked up. Next thing I know, they're all on. So.
No.
No. Okay, yes, we're ready now.
Okay.
Now we're not.
And first we're going to talk about WitchCon, because anyone thought up with a theme or shirt design so far?
Look at 12.
Number 12.
Right, that's fine.
The dirty dozen of conventions. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Some general dirty dozen theme.
Yeah. You know, you can have the whole genre of a fantasy dirty dozen, science fiction dirty dozen.
Took me minutes.
Right, we're talking about D12.
Yeah, D12.
Uh-huh.
Well, mine,
Put my idea on there just because I said.
The con in therapy.
Yeah.
There's a big con involved out there, it looks like it's big con.
Still, I think I have the D12 gauge shotgun.
There you
What,
go.
they did one with that?
Oh, that's a good one, yeah.
Please.
You have to keep running that wood gun.
Yeah.
Wood gun D12.
Where's the second?
D12 gauge. Yeah.
What's the date for this?
March.
Yeah. Unfortunately, exact same weekend as a Gary Con.
Relax. Hey, what's up, Chief?
Yeah, as well, so.
Jim City that weekend too? Yeah, well.
Well, I got a number, I sent him an email telling him that WoodCon 13th on this date, so I haven't emailed him yet. I got a hold of him that.
Man, we are just taking it in the ass with data.
Oh, no kidding. Well, the next year's the same thing.
Really?
Well, I told you about that. Spring break, one weekend, and then.
Oh,
Easter break.
yeah.
Ooh.
Easter's in, 2016 Easter's in March.
Oh,
So it's early, yeah.
that's early, spring break is more.
Yeah, that's the thing about spring conventions. That Capcom always ran on up
Yeah.
against Easter on the Sundays, yeah.
The other thing you gotta be aware of is if you want t-shirts, gotta have t-shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have to have production time on out, and January isn't giving you
Yeah.
much time on turnaround.
So, if you come in with theme today, we come up with, get it out to that, well, theme size, so it's ready for them.
Dungeon Delve. Rhymes of 12.
Huh?
Dungeon Delve. Rhymes of 12.
Dungeon Delve.
Game property then,
Yeah,
How's another Dungeon Delve?
yeah.
we just call it.
Well, you could say
Or
Dungeon
spell it
Delve,
right
and you
and-
could use it as long as you're not using it as like talking about the game product. Because people go on Dungeon Delves all the time.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. They've got more attorneys than game designers.
You're doing a good job.
Yeah.
Thanks, Katie. Ooh, Rage
They're
of
not
the
gonna come after you if you don't make a
Elves.
profit on it.
WoodCon 12. Rage of the Elves.
Rating the L?
Rage of the Elves.
Rage of the Elves.
I said rating the L.
You're right from the elves.
Rate the L.
Oh, God.
Rate the L.
Rate the
King of the
L.
Dodeca WoodCon.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah, Dodeca right now.
Dodecacon.
I think that's actually a
Dodecacon.
Oh, God, mother.
Yeah.
I started a thing, and then it got kibosh.
Thought I was
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everyone starts a thing till the cease and desist letter shows up.
There's lots of do.
What if instead of Dungeon Delve, it was Dungeon 12?
There you go.
Like,
What?
Like
Yeah,
12, like
Modron.
D12.
You have a motor on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You have a D12 ruling over them all.
You
There
can't have
you
a
go.
Modron, though.
Huh?
Copyright character of Wizard of the Coast.
Oh,
Well, no, but you can have the funny shaped 12-sided thing with wings. And
Yeah.
I mean, no one's calling that a Logron, no.
No, you don't call it that.
That's a D12.
And actually, I think there might be,
Mm-hmm.
I know Terry, the funny last name, D.I.
Tony
Yeah,
Teacher Lizzie.
yeah, that's
the guy
it.
who played Skate.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot of the Modron stuff again.
Yeah.
So,
The guy who drew all the art in the Planescape books in
Yeah.
the second edition has been doing.
Yeah.
He was out of Skate for a while.
oh yeah, well he was the Spiderwick Chronicles, so he's got that Spiderwick money now. So,
WoodCon 12. Still laser free.
yeah, still laser free.
That's not a selling
Yeah.
point.
No,
I want that.
WoodCon 12, no death since.
That's since WoodCon 2.
That's WoodCon 2, yeah. 10 years death free. Or WoodCon 12, still roaming the steam tunnels. There you go.
Put down 12. Total party kill.
Yeah, TPK, yeah.
Well, that would be good for 13. Yeah, oh
TPK, yeah.
Unlucky 13.
There
Nothing
you
but
go.
TPK.
Yeah.
Nothing but, everybody dies.
At the end of every
Yeah,
game, you
yeah.
go
Write that down for 13.
Yeah, we'll go, yeah, TPK, baby.
TPK.
Put down 13
Everybody dies.
Yeah. Come to our convention and die.
Oh,
I
man.
had a thought maybe we should say Mr. 13 because then it's like, oh, I'm going to take up wit problems and it's the unluckiest. I'm ready to like,
He like fumbles and
Do like a public show with like Sherman and Steve.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so, it's gonna be low, 30,000.
If we could,
we could perhaps synergize.
Yeah.
We could do maybe like the Dirty Dozen thing, if we could get whoever artist here, this is me being totally not artistic thinking. Like, a couple of the little, like D12 bots,
Yeah.
like, one with a
Mhm.
military rifle, and another one with a shotgun, and another
Well,
one...
30 dozen of D12.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah, and each
like
one's got a
marching
different
off,
number
being
on
all
its chest plate type
D12
thing.
robot thing.
Yeah, they could be barbarians to be.
There you go.
Something like that,
Yeah,
yeah.
so you
One
got-
with an axe and...
Yeah.
Players through the ages.
Lasers.
Everything from...
Yeah,
barbarians
And
to
lasers.
Yeah.
Lasers, gotta have lasers at the end.
I have
yeah.
Demands lasers on this t-shirt. It's just like little
Up there.
D12 bots.
I do. It's a race.
That's the race for the D12. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? We go, race. Incoming. Good thing I wasn't a game science dice. You could have killed her. Would have sliced right through her jugular. Huh?
Is he done?
Nah, he's got another guy with Sean that he did sell off his.
Website sold it, so it's done, right?
Yeah,
Website.
yeah. His
Okay.
website did, but he sold it off to Sean somebody.
Like a camo green type shirt with like a couple D12 bots, like axe and shotgun or laser rifle,
for your barbarian hit
like
points
across
and
her,
doing damage with your great
and
axe.
then WinCon logo and then on that.
Yeah.
So we just need to try to draw it.
Not a barbarian.
Don't look at me, I'm an idea guy.
So, that's not
Like,
not gonna do anything.
Yeah.
It's
So
so
the
beautiful.
dirty D12, does that sound right?
Sounds like a...
That sounds like a game theme.
Well,
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Which is appropriate for a costume.
yeah, you just throw you roll the D12 and there you go.
Scholarship money,
You
right?
just go with the D12 dozen.
We could.
I like Dirty Dozen and then just having it be D12. Because Dirty D12s
Yeah.
is 2.
Well, just D12 dozen.
Make it
Because they have a dozen D12.
But the dirty thing is what reminds you of like the military, like the...
Yeah.
oh yeah, the base war games that
Oh, yeah,
all
those
came
that are old
from.
enough to
Yeah.
remember them.
So we got toss up between the dirty dozen D12 and the dirty D12s, or we just do the dirty dozen D12?
I just went D12 gauge.
D12.
So one
Yeah.
of them will have a 12 gauge shotgun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Dirty deeds. D12's done dirt cheap. Yeah. Gotta throw in the AC/DC stuff, you know. Then you got a theme song too. Yeah.
Dirty dozen, dirty D12s, and
Yeah.
dirty dozen's not good enough, right?
Dirty Dozen.
Yeah, it ties in, you know, it's got 12, and then gamers know the D12, because, well, gamers know D12s. They know they don't use them that often.
No, not for your Savage Worlds gamer. You only know D6 and Gs.
Well, yeah,
No,
hey,
Well,
Steve Jackson.
they do have D12s in
Steve
there.
Jackson, it takes a sloppy game designer to do anything other than a D6.
Well, he's a sloppy game designer because he included D6 in
Well,
his
yeah.
Zombie game.
Well, no,
Other
it's
than
just, other than a D6. Yeah, man, come on.
He
Of
included
course, I got
multiple-
pictures of one gamma where he's like the talking head above the, because the thing came up to here on the podium and there's his head just turning left and right, left and right.
Yeah.
So it's like, eh.
That
So it's always fun.
That would do it.
Yay! She did the
So now
D12.
who are we going to commission and or ask to do this? Just work so that we won't need to...
Somebody.
We won't pay us this
So
money.
you can come up with different words. So now we have this one.
I can talk to a guy.
Yeah, oh, yeah, talk to a
Are we gonna
guy.
have a dozen on the shirt, or is that too much for like the
Not enough.
printing?
Yeah.
Let me send a message.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
he's-
depends on
What
how
about,
deep.
He's not available right now. He's
Mm.
currently going to and from Texas on a regular basis.
Ooh.
And he doesn't do character designs. He's really good with terrain and background and special effects. Character
Mhm.
design is his specialty. Although I could see if I could talk to my
art guy.
artist
Yeah.
that I have doing Air of the Ninja stuff.
I was actually about to
Oh, you got
contact
somebody
Eric
good,
because,
good,
one of the guys
Yeah,
that
go ahead.
What?
You got somebody?
I got some people.
Good,
Now,
good,
is this just
good.
gonna be on a solid T-shirt?
Yeah, we usually do one color for the text and a solid back. Because it gets like, you know, it starts adding all set more colors.
Yeah.
We try to each do 12 a different color to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wanna buy a $25 shirt?
Yeah.
Speaking of which, the students had asked us to sell our shirts for more money, so.
Uh-huh.
Because we need to be making money apparently.
What?
Uh,
Yeah. You have to make money at your convention school? What was the bad thing?
Well, no, well,
You're
for us,
asking to do that
for us,
last
we've
year,
always
too.
kind of tried to make it zero sum. Not to
Mhm.
lose as much money, but not to really be making money. That puts us on a different scale of things.
Yeah. Maybe I was supposed to do that last year too.
But it's something to ask for. So this year, considering the fact that we have to go through a different,
Ooh.
money source than usual, starting this year, we might just say, okay, we'll run up to year's problems and do a change.
Oh my
Last
gosh,
year
we
was
took it from
750, I
one.
think it was. Let's say $8.
I really want you to open up the folder that says one.
Oh, which one? One?
Yes. Yeah, I'm looking at what's on one.
Oh, it's here's the schedule.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Collectible card
Yeah.
game!
Yay.
That's one of these.
Ah, well.
Yeah, we do one there.
More
Yeah,
stuff.
like lunch period, I got lunch.
Oh, yeah. Food's important.
You
Yeah.
need your phone.
Shadowrunner, World of Dark Days?
Wow, both
Elon
combined together.
ran that
You're rolling d10s, I'm rolling d6s.
This is the game role playing.
I don't even remember who's on call.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe
Was it
Darren?
Waffle? That was a waffle.
I think it was Darren that ran Deadline, maybe D-Lock and ran Call.
We have Star Wars, Carl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Carl. I knew you did this one.
Raph ran Shadowrun. Because
That's
where
right,
I
that's where we
played,
pissed everything off.
and that was the worst game ever.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he.
I think I told you that story.
Oh.
My one and only Shadowrun experience.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so now that we got that
Here's my
figured out.
first piece that day.
Let's talk about flow concept.
Oh, yeah, we need to talk about this and say this is something going on.
Don't molest people unless they would like to be molested.
Or you roll the D12 first, and
It's about a while ago. I only had one person to talk about it. Nobody from the higher ups.
Only guessing Joseph.
Just got back to me on it. But the thing is that they highly recommend that your conventions have a specified code of conduct that we can directly refer to. WitCon is technically governed by the University Rule Handbook, which has its own set of code of conduct, but it doesn't really apply, it doesn't ask specific stuff for a convention, it just is general stuff. So this falls in line with the idea that cosplay is a consent, but at the same time, it's also more like,
No
hey,
lumping
this is a
the-
convention, the people at the convention have, they retain the right to say, hey, you need to get out of here, or, that kind of stuff. The handbook just says report to the authorities. This specifically says that it empowers the
You have
exact
the authority.
So, we also need to put signs up that says you have a problem, like, if you really talk to this guy. Which would be really endearing.
That's
for-
comforting.
Yeah.
I have a problem.
So,
I want to talk to
me.
Milo.
Really?
Well, this is a
let
lot
me
of
know when I do
people.
it right, So, yeah, so this is something that will apply to everything we do from this point forward. It's, like I said, it's something that's become unfortunate in necessity these days, so. Does anybody have a chance to look this over? And
I didn't know it was something retro.
I sent an email to everybody.
It looks pretty solid. If you want
I
me to,
just ripped off words basically.
if you
Yeah.
want me to tear it apart, I can.
Yeah, if you want to, please, because I think I'll give it another pass until the end of the meeting.
It looks pretty solid.
Yeah, like, I just took the ordinance and reworded it, and I haven't heard back from ordinance, they're upset with it. One person basically mentioned the fact that in there talks about taking pictures, and you should have consent to take pictures, which is something we really never really wanted. We, as, for the guild stuff, I've always asked consent, even way back in the day, but it's something that, he's like, well, it's a public venue, it's still.
Yeah, it's a registered
I might,
event, so.
yeah, I might skirt around that by saying that
Well-
in attending the Wittenberg role-playing thing, you are,
Yeah.
If you look at the bottom of the document.
Your likeness may be used without your
This has always
consent.
been in here, this is portable, we take pictures of us in contests, we post it in various places. This has actually been in all of our convention pages since the first one. So that's always been there, but that covers us. It doesn't cover random people walking in and taking pictures, but it's one of those things,
Yeah,
that,
well-
you know, if somebody has a problem with it, this gives them we have a defined statement that says, these are the things that we will do. Then we have to actually, this is something we have to abide by. It's kind of gives us leeway to a degree, but it's one of those things that if you let it slide to one person, it becomes a problem.
You might want to put something that mentions that the pictures taken at the convention may be used for advertising purposes later on.
Yeah, this is kind of the assessment right now in the convention, and I had it worded originally for, that they'll be, yeah, this is actually slightly, this is last year's, because we're posting on the things. The original one basically said that pictures will be taken at the convention for use and future WITCON, Wittenberg role-playing event. I reworded this because this last year's person we actually had them displayed on the fly.
Right.
So I could probably reword that.
Pictures taken at WitCon by WitCon representatives, the property of WitCon, and
Yeah.
the whole fun deal.
Yeah, most,
Keep this in the back.
yeah. See, most of the problem with the photographs is the cosplayers at the larger conventions. There are guys that are trying to get upskirt shots,
Yeah.
and the creepers, and
Well, it's not.
It's losing now.
Yeah.
Those are the problem
Yeah.
childs. It's
Yeah, those are the problem
ones
childs that
are
cause
on the
this.
border.
Yeah.
Because there's a good example of one cosplayer that basically said, I was standing in the booth
Uh-huh.
over here, but somebody at the next booth was able to take a clear shot of my ass.
Yeah.
Across the thing, so I had no idea they were taking my picture.
Yeah, taking
But
a
he
picture of the
ended up
ass,
just
yeah.
ridiculing online.
Mhm. Yeah, or the
That's
guy
the
that,
stuff that's like,
or the guy that went around and did the prayer pose behind all the guys with the butt cracks at the Wizards
yeah.
event.
yeah.
So he got a,
But this sort of codifies and says, this is a specific policy we're gonna try and adhere to as much as possible. This is what we, because it's hard to get, to be honest, it took me a while to find our handbook rules and regulations for the university. But this is something we'll at least have it posted in one spot, and then we'll have little snippets. Champion had this little board that I got asked for. But Cosplay is Not Consent actually has a pretty good, setup himself as well.
Okay.
That's pretty good to work with. So I'll probably let the slides till January, but please look it over. If you need to, I'll send it out again. And any spelling mistakes, anything you have questions about, ask. And we'll go from there. Because like I said, some of them we need to have, and we'll cover ourselves.
yeah.
Right.
Next up, Guild Run.
The guild run was set for tomorrow, okay? But tomorrow is also Remembrance for Stan Nickel. Sunday, sorry, not tomorrow. Guild run is set for Sunday, which is the same time as Remembrance for Stan Nickel. So we weren't sure, A, how many people were interested in going in the first place, the last time nobody showed up.
Yeah.
For the guild run, but at the same time, with the conflicting Remembrance Day that's going on campus, last year maybe for Remembrance Stan Nickel. Oh, yeah, that's right, you did, that's right. So yeah, he passed away this weekend, so he was here 36 years of teaching. So the remembrance thing is a Sunday at the same time we have to do it. So the first question is anybody interested in going to the remembrance? You can all go together, know who you are. So you don't give up and go to that. So the guild run, we're gonna have anybody really cared about going to the guild run this Sunday. Yeah, so I think we can go ahead and skip the guild run this weekend. Is that okay with everybody?
Well, kind of hard for me to say, take me. Yeah.
So we'll skip.
Well, I know they got
The reason why I should have.
the RPG meetup this weekend at Epic Loot, so.
Yay!
Well, actually, the fun thing is, this Saturday is my last Saturday working.
Really?
Because we're switching over. Next week's officially our finals week,
Oh.
Since we're doing the finals week, we're not having classes on Saturday, so my hours immediately switch over to regular daytime hours for the week after that.
Ooh.
Term begins.
Yeah.
So,
Daytime
normal-
job.
Normality.
Kind of short, but then we have like Christmas break, so we get an entire week off of that. And then we get the week back, and then it's like general craziness begins.
So we're not gonna do field run next week.
Ever again.
Well, for this, until next semester, unless somebody really needs to, let us know.
Absolutely need to.
I got new plates for my car, so my car is technically legal, whether I'll get there or not.
I wouldn't do it right now with the car until you can drive it around for a while, around town and local area.
Yeah. That highway bed.
So,
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of Saturdays, next Saturday, the big game day. Literally a big game. We're gonna do the Access Now as a big board.
Ooh, right.
Science 351, starting at noon.
Ooh.
How long?
It's the big board.
Yeah,
Access Now.
it'll take long just to set it up.
your dad would, I don't want to tell him about this, but he would,
It takes up the table 2 o'clock.
Wow.
And if he wants to tag along and check it out, he's more than welcome to. We'll be there at Science 351, that's the classroom.
That's not this Saturday, but next Saturday?
Next Saturday. Yeah. We won't have it on the meeting before then. But that's the second to last big draw. That's Saturday, next Saturday.
Did you guys do the Lego Friends stuff on the track?
That was 2 years ago. That was me. I was a referee for the Lego.
Yeah. Alright, I was gonna say, if you guys are doing it, and I'm doing it actually at Blue Shop Springfield on next Saturday.
Oh,
So,
to be honest, I can't because I can go to one meeting. So it's not that hard to get around for. It's really a lot of fun to do. So it'd be neat to just show up and check it out. But that's next Saturday. But before that, Iron Gut. We're gonna have an Iron Gut marathon next Friday.
One of the
Instead of
movies?
a LARP or something like that, we're gonna do an Iron Gut. I've gotten several ideas for the Iron Guts, and I'm kind of debating it, so you're gonna have to show and figure it out.
Is there a theme or like a time period? Are they always 80s movies?
Hey.
Not necessarily. 'Cause
You got a problem with the 80s movies?
Hey,
Well,
from the 70s.
That's true.
And
I'm
Idiocracy
just
was
curious.
from the 90s.
Yeah.
God is good.
Well, we did Idiocracy, as Ardolph and Logan's Run, that's 70s, 80s, and 90s.
There you go.
2000s. This is Iron Gut.
Stephen King movies are generally fairly good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, generally.
Generally, yes.
So there's some ideas. It's usually 3 movies, and they're not all bad. They're usually some fun with there. I got some ideas. Range
Mars
really
Attacks, more a survivable than
teen adventure movies like
sacrificial
Goonies,
events.
Explorers, and Monster Squad.
Oh, Monster Squad is good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dracula with them.
To
Yeah.
really bad, remakes like Conan and Original Barbarian, the new one, but it would have to be 4 movies in that case. Like Red Dawn is the new Red Dawn.
Oh, yeah, comparative, yeah.
RoboCop and RoboCop.
Yeah, there you go.
New RoboCop.
Yes, they know.
Yeah, it went to TV.
You can read up Josh Benton's review of it.
So,
He said it was a mediocre movie that really tried so hard. The only thing it was missing was the Harryhausen stuff. But
Yep.
there's one side I'd like to do, but it actually takes longer because a couple of movies are pretty
yeah, running Das Boot and Shogun.
Oh, yeah. Das Boot.
That's a 5-hour movie.
Yeah.
And then Shogun's another like 6 or 7 hours right there.
Yeah.
I will try and get
Where
make
the-
the decision by Wednesday. So keep your eyes
Of course,
out.
there was, they're doing
Go
a,
from there. I am actually kind of leaning towards Goonies Space. No, it was Goonies Space Camp and
Thank you.
Monster Squad.
there you go, yeah.
Oh, that sounds like a wonderful movie matchup.
yeah. This is a teen